Hello, friends. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever may be the time for you, whenever you are watching this video. On the screen, if you can see that I have a Jupyter notebook open. Say, I want to do precision tree classification, and I just start typing import sklearn dot matrix or from, not daemon, import f1 or from sklearn.tree. Okay, let's put classification report. If we have started, let's finish it. Recall the score, and I can have accuracy, but problem is that you have to type everything, and whenever you try to complete it, it's very slow, right? Uh, to be precise, I cannot code anymore in this. If you see here, there is a typo classification report, but until unless you don't execute it, you will not come to know that there is some problem in this, or you do not get any help while writing code from the IDE. However, what if I say that in the time when we just completed the first line, less than within the less than this time, we could finish the whole decision tree classification code? Won't it be exciting? Let's do it. And how will we do? We are not going to use Jupyter Notebook. So what we'll use? We'll use VS Code, very famous. VS Code, it's IDE, open source, free of cost, completely free from Microsoft. Now, what to do? We need to install it first. Let me open install VS Code. Now, VS Code or VS Code Insider, it has two versions. VS Code Insider. Well, these two, you can install it for Windows wherever you want to install it. Well, let's see how to install it. There are few specifically for Windows that you can install it in user mode or system. So what the difference is? User mode just install within the scope of current user. You don't have to have admin privilege. System installer, however, needs admin privilege. Okay. So let's see how to install Visual Studio Code. You can say, or you can say Visual Studio Code Insider. Procedure is same. You can here as well. In case of insiders, you can go for user and system installer. You can go for Mac. You can go for Linux. For Linux, you can install it from here. You can install it their marketplaces. A few of them I believe support, which I know Ubuntu for sure it does, which we are going to see next step in this video. Let's go to Ubuntu and install it. How will it go? Let me go to Ubuntu. Hopefully you can see this is nothing but fresh installation of Ubuntu. I can see, okay, so Python is not installed. I can see Python 3. Bingo. We have Python 3.9.5. Okay. Exit. Okay. From here. And let's see. What do we have for our Ubuntu? Let me type Visual Studio Code. We got code and Insider. So let's install Insider. Okay. And click on install. Unable to install Visual Studio Code Insiders. Okay. Source code this. Kind snap conflict with this. Okay, so let's see, do we have it here? No. Great. Mozilla Firefox, and in Firefox download VS Code Insiders. Okay, Mac, Windows, Debian, Linux. I can go here. You can see I'll save the file, goes default in downloads folder. Double click on it. You can do it with CLI as well, but let's stick with GUI in all the operating systems. So we have got Visual Studio Code installed. We can verify. Okay, we got two versions, it seems. However, first we will finish the installation in Mac, and then come back to set it up from ground up. So let's go to Mac. So here we are in Mac. Let's open Safari. Download VS Code Insiders. We can say that we have downloaded. Very simple and simplistic way to install it. Just copy paste or drag it to applications, and we are done with the installation of VS Code in Mac. As simple as that. Download it, copy paste, you will be ready to go. Though you will be asked permission to open it, that will be first time only, but Visual Studio Code is up and running. So very simply, you can install it, download it and install it, then create the folders and all those stuff, which we will be seeing entire setup for Python for Visual Studio Code in. Just as an information, setup part for Visual Studio Code for Linux development, Python development is same for all three operating systems, either it is Windows or Linux or Mac. So here we are back in Linux, that is nothing but Ubuntu, so which we are using. You can have any distribution. Let me go to settings and make it bigger so that all of you can see. Okay, let me make, hopefully this is visible. Now, so here I am in Visual Studio. Now, as per your preference, you can choose light, dark, high contrast. I prefer dark. I'll stick and I will go with this. What is the next? You have all these things, just informations. You can skim over. Now, let's see what we need. So there is concept of extensions in Visual Studio Code. Well, what are these extensions are? Basically, add-ins. They enhance Visual Studio Code according to their intention. So because we are going to learn to set up for Python, okay, we can install Python, which will be providing you IntelliSense, linting, debugging, all those supports different. It will install Pylance. This extension, all these are from Microsoft. Along with that, it will install Jupyter. So this as well will get installed if you just check for Python. However, we are not going to do this. What we are going to do, we'll type, well, this way will have not only vanilla Python development, but Azure development things as well. It could be useful for all of us. So let's install it. There is another extension which is nothing but code snippets. So code snippets is it is for helping to write fast code. What do you mean by fast code? Is a really fast code. I'll show you how. We can use the snippets to without typing a lot of things, which can make life easy. And we'll be back once the installation of these extension or installation completed, setup is completed. Here I have set up Visual Studio Code for my development. I have installed those two extensions. So what you can do, you can type @ and what Visual Studio Code will do, it will say list all the installed extensions. So if you see here, maybe if I can type data science. Okay, great. So you can see that these two things are installed here. And with that, I have a folder on my desktop named as VS Demo. I have opened it. How to open a folder is, let me close it. This is the screen which you will get once you installed Visual Studio Code and all the other stuff. That means extensions. You can open folder, or what you can do, if you would have opened the folder earlier, you can go in recent and you can click on that to open the same folder. I was telling that in less than one line of typing effort, you can. So if you can see here ML, and it is coming from one of our extensions, that is snippet. Now you can see here I have almost everything. Just I tab and I can paste the CSV file name. You can use spelling file corrections anywhere, scaled, and I can run it. I can run it now. Well, this as well is coming from, you see how fast you can do the coding here. Whatever the scores are here, they, I really don't kind of like, they are not important. But what is the important thing? The important thing is that, let me create a new file. The new file, what we can do, okay, new file .py. Well, here you saw that we were running decision tree classification py. Okay, say you had a notebook. So VS Code natively supports a notebook, or if you would have ran the code, you can save the same thing as notebook. So I was running one file code. I can just save it as a notebook, and that notebook will, we can share it. It will have, it's nothing but simple notebook. So here we have the notebook which we were seeing in the browser. What I can do from sklearn.matrix import what I want to score, import F1 score, accuracy score, recall, and precision. So if you see, just I typed this, I can see whatever all other things are available. I have precision score, which makes which gives us another kind of like pop-up window, which explains what this is all about. TP divided by TP plus FP. This is nothing but precision score. IntelliSense not only in Python notebook, but interestingly, when native Python file is there, this IntelliSense is super far better. So idea is, let me type from sklearn.matrices import F1 score, precision score, recall. It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here. If you can see, I have a folder called lib. It has a file EDA which has a piece of code. I can say from lib. That's a module because I have init file. Lib import EDA. And how can I check that it is working? Is go here, type C, and this snippet is coming from extension. So you can see create code cell. This is nothing but this is the code cell. Tab it. You can see you can run this cell, or you can do shift enter. It went here. It ran a file. That is bad. You can run a cell. Now in right hand side you can see that the code is executed. It understands there is a lib folder, and okay, now you start typing EDA dot all the functions which were present, you will get an IntelliSense. For example, get univariate cat plot. What it is doing, creates a graph title XYZ, all these things, argument, say plot box list. So whatever is present, you will be getting as IntelliSense. Not only simple IntelliSense, but full-blown IntelliSense if your code is commented properly. Print null percentage. Let me go here and EDA dot print null percentage. You just type PR, you get all these details. What type of you need to pass, what are the variables, that means parameters the function needs, what the return type, depends on the code, however it is written. You can not only do the local development. If you click here, if you had WSL, it will work there. It will connect to WSL. If you have SSH server, you can connect to remote SSH server, and the development experience is as it is like if you are working on a local file system, and many more are there. If you are interested, please comments whatever you want to see in Visual Studio Code. I'll try to answer in the code. If it is not there, maybe I'll create a simple video and explain it to you. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Good day. Bye bye.